Good morning, my dear friends. This is your Krishnamurti J from jkvedanshastro. Om Sai Ram. I bow to all my gurus and my Kuladevata. With this, I will start today's video. Today's topic is a reading technique. Actually, I posted lot of videos on Brighu Nandi Nadi. Lot of rules are scattered in every video. Today, my purpose of this video is summarizing all those techniques in one video, so that my friends, my astro friends, my dear friends, you people can note down and put it in a notebook, so that whenever you see a chart using the Brighu Nandi Nadi, it will be useful to you. With this purpose, I am posting this video. My dear friends, please take your notebook and pen and keep it ready. That is why I have not put any PPT also. Before going to the video, going to the matter, I request every one of you, please subscribe who are not subscribed. I am really thanking everyone who has subscribed and thanking everyone who are commented. Who are not subscribed, please subscribe and share among with your friends. With this, we'll start. This is actually very, very important. In all Nadi books, we can find these techniques. See, here in Nadi, we give very, very important to 159 combination. Why? Because it comes in the same tattva. For an example, in a Aries, if a planet is there, then it is connecting Leo, it is connecting Sagittarius, because that 159 is the same tattva. So we consider it as a same direction. See, in Nadi, the important thing is they will put arrows and they will put north, south and east, west, the directions they will put. Then they will put all the planets and they will say what all the planets are in 159, same tattva, and what all the planets are in opposite direction, and all those 212 and all those things. We will come one by one. The planets in 2nd, 12th and 7th modify the significations of the matter under consideration. This is very, very important, my dear friends. This rule. See, if I take Saturn, the Karaka for Saturn, Karakatwas of Saturn is what? It is a job, profession or something like that. So if I want to see about my profession, then I will take a Saturn, then immediately I have to see 2, 12 and 7. So these planets will modify the Karakattvas of the Saturn. If I want to see the marriage, then Karaka for marriage is Venus, then 2, 12 and 7 will modify the results. The same way, if I see about myself, that Jupiter, then 2, 12, 7 is very, very important. These planets will modify. These planets means the planets Karakattvas will modify and have an influence on my things. If 2 or more planets are within a quarter of a star, they are powerfully associated. See, this quarter of star, why we are taken? That is within one pada. One pada means 1 quarter of the star. Because within the quarter, that is within one pada, That means within 3 degree 20 minutes, they are very closely associated. That means they are very, very, what I can say, inseparable. So they will give the result. Both the planets will mix together and give the result. That much of strong association. That is why, that is thing, because they are coming, they are activating this conjunction, that is one, that 159. See, it is not actually one conjunction. In the conjunctions also, the same within that 320, that means very closely associated. That is very, very powerful. Next in order, this is the first order. Next in order is the same star. If it is a planet in Bharani, another planet is also in Bharani, then within the 13-20 degrees, so definitely that gives a strong thing. Next in same sign. See, slightly diluting. Same sign. What is Aries? Another planet is also in Aries conjunction. But that not that much of powerful. That we have to note it down. So when we see same quarter, same star, then we are coming into the same Rashi. Then degree-wise planet ahead will give the Karakatwas to the planet behind. That is very, very important. See, for example, Sun is in 29 degree, any sign you take it. Sun is in 29 degree and Mars is in 27 degree. So Sun will give its Karakatwas to the Mars behind, because Mars is behind. Then planet in second, next step in action. What the planet in second indicates, what is the next step we are going to take? That is a future. Next step we are going to take. The second indicates that. Planets in 12th, background of the matter. Why that fellow is acting now like this, and why that kind of action is going to take place as a next step is on account of the 12th. That means past, present and future. 12th is the past, then that first one is the present and 2 is the future. That's how we have to take. Because of the background, on account of that happen, this gentleman is thinking like this and going to take the action like this. And the planets in 2nd and 12th may support or oppose the planet under consideration. Why the planet may support, if it is a benefit or if it is a friendly to that planet under consideration, then it will give a... See, except some exceptions are there. See, in astrology, the rules are there, the same way exceptions also are there. The Saturn and Sun are enemies, but Saturn and Sun combination also gives the government job or authoritative job or very bright job. That means his job is open to everyone. It's not a shady job or something like that. So there are some exceptions. Those are exceptions. Here oppose and support, it depends upon the friendly and what I can say is friendly or enemy planets. Planet in 7th, modification due to external influence. See here, 7th house means society, wife or partner, all those things we are taking into consideration. So because of their influence, this modification is taking place. That 7th influence indicates that. Planets in the same direction, I already told you. Same direction means 159. If it is a fiery tattva, it is the same fiery tattvas the planet should be there. Watery tattva, in same watery tattva planet should be there. If airy tattva, all the planets should be in airy tattva. Or if it is in a earthy tattva, all the planets should be in earthy tattva. So, if the planets are in the same direction, that yoga pala, that means strong. The retrograde planet will influence the previous sign. Why? Because retrograde planet is not moving forward, it's moving backward. So when it's moving backward, it will give the backward glance on the planets situated in its 12th. Or 12th, there is no sign, and next planet, when in his movement, which the planet is going to meet in the next. Retrograde planet is, if a retrograde planet is under influence of Rahu Ketu, no influence, no effect. See, usually Rahu Ketu will affect a planet, karakattvas of the planet. Here, if the planets is retrograde and associated with the Rahu Ketu, it won't have any effect. Why? Because birds of the same feather will flock together. The same way, the Rahu Ketu will think, again, this already is retro, ulta, why should I bother him again? I am also ulta, he is also ulta, we are all friends, okay, let him go. Let us not bother him. If the retrograde planet, the results of the retrograde planet will be felt in the later part of life, except Saturn. Saturn gives the results in the first part. Saturn is retrograde in a profession, in a karma thing, always he will in a dilemma, dilly-dallying, lot of dilly-dallying will be there. He may, because of the dilly-dallying, because of the, suddenly he may not like this, suddenly he wants to change it, or something like that. All frequent changes of job, all these things will be there. Or even frequent changes of the, nature of job also will be there. So the exalted planets indicate the strength of the karakattvas of the planet. If the planet is exalted, then it will give, the karakattvas of the planet is very, very, see, if the moon is exalted, we can say, mother is very strong woman. If the Venus is exalted, wife is very, very strong, and his financial position is very strong. The same way, sun is very strong, sun is exalted, father is very strong. Father is in a very high position. Or if the Jupiter is associated with the exalted sun, then this gentleman, the native, is in a very exalted position in a government or something. Saturn is also associated in a governmental job and other thing. Otherwise, his father is very prominent man, and he is associated, Mercury is also associated, then his friends are very prominent people, are powerful people. If the opposite is debilitated planet. If the debilitated planet indicates then weakness of the karakattvas of the planet. If there is a parivartana yoga, two directional charts should be made. See, direction, I already told you in the beginning itself, directions. They'll put, in any Nadi astrology, if you go, they immediately will put the directions. You'll put north, south, east and west. So you'll put all the planets, what are the planets in the north, what are the planets in south, what are the planets west. So see, it's easy for him to see the same thing is coming, or same it is going away, because north and south, all north, south, north means the same, what is that, Eri Tattva means Eri Tattva, or the north means usually water sign, all water signs will be involved. East means all fiery tattvas will be involved. The same way for others also. South means all earthy tattvas will be involved. So, the parivartana, what happens? One planet will be in earthy tattva, then it will go to water tattva. For example, Mercury is in parivartana, then for example it is in Pisces and Virgo, then it will be in earthy tattva, then after parivartana it will go to water tattva. So he has to put a two directional chart. Here if it is in Sagittarius, and so if the Sagittarius and Gemini are involved, then one is fiery tattva, another is airy tattva. So the two directional chart he has to put in. Then we will come to Nadi aspects. Planets posited in 3rd, 7th, 11th from any sign are referred as opposite direction modifiers. Planets posited in 2nd, 6th, 10th from any sign indicates the native's action plan. Already in my earlier videos I mentioned about this. If any planet is having a planet in 2nd, then automatically the trine also will come into the picture. If a planet, for example, Sun is in Aries, in Taurus, Moon is there, then what are the planets associated in 2, 6, 10? Because Sun is next is going to contact the Moon. Then the trine will be activated. The 2, 6, 10 trine will be activated. The planets posited in 4, 8, 12 from any sign indicates native's past experience. From Jupiter, if you see any planet in 4, 8, 12, it indicates his past experiences. Not the present and future. It's the past experiences. We can say even Purva Janma. Past is a Purva Karma. And what are the impressions, vasanas he carry in this Janma? Those things it will indicate. In summary, I am giving you in a nutshell. For analysis, select the subject you want to study and consider the relevant Karaka planets. From the chosen chart, count 159, 3, 7, 11 to 12 places and conjoin the planets posited there in ascending degree wise. So the degree thing I am insisting in every video. My dear friends, you have to be very careful about the degree. As per the degree only the planets will give. Already I told you here also, in this video also I mentioned, the planets heard will give the Karakattvas to the planets behind. Here degree is playing very, very important role. Rahu Ketu, for Rahu Ketu take only 159 and 12. Not any sorry. Sorry. So that is very, very important. Nature of planets. In Nadi, nature of planets are being broadly identified as follows. Jupiter means Jiva Karaka, Saturn means Karma Karaka, and Sun, Mercury, Venus positively promote the life of an individual. For example, if Jiva Karaka is associated with one or more of these planets, they prove beneficial. Here, another thing also we have to see, Jupiter is a Jiva Karaka for both male and, but male energy is Mars, female energy is Venus. That is why in a female chart we are seeing for male, for husband, we are seeing the Mars and Venus is the female energy. But in male chart we are taking the Jupiter alone, not Mars there. Even though Mars is the male energy, but Jupiter we are taking it as a male. Here, Mars, Moon, Rahu, Ketu generally cause problems. They do not make the life of an individual easy. It is not that they are malefic or something like that. They bring in troubles. For example, Karma Karaka, that is Saturn, is associated with Moon. It will give the fickle-mindedness and frequent changes in job. Because here we have to note down. See, everything is very scientific thing. See, our astrology is based on science only. To make us to understand, our ancestors have given lot of mythological stories to easily to understand, to grasp them. But in the truth also we have to, the superficial story we have to ignore. we have to take the inner meaning of that story. See, it's a Saturn moon, immediately they'll say very fickle-minded and frequent jobs of changes. Because the fickle-minded, you will not be satisfied. Why? Moon is the bright planet. We all know 2.5 days it changes on Rashi. Whereas Saturn, it takes 2.5 years to change on Rashi. In that also you will go retrograde, you will go forward, so many things you will do. Apart from that, Saturn is a very dark planet, very slow planet. Here Moon is very bright planet and changes very frequently. So Moon we call it as a Manokaraka. Mind, we all know very well, mind just in a minute it will travel a lot. Even if you want to be in America, within a second I can be in America through my mind. I can think of America, I imagine that I am in America, US. I am seeing all the things there. If I had been in America, US or something like that, then I recollect those scenes and I will enjoy that as if I am there at this moment. If I seen those things in my any video through videos or in any movies, I will collect those things and I will enjoy here. That is the mind. That is why it's very fast. That is why the ancestors, they connect mind to the moon, because that is the fastest planet. So these two characters you see, they are not matching. One is North Pole, one is South Pole. That is why they are not going together. That is why when they are together, they give depression and other things. But already I told you, always some exceptions will be there. If a moon is strong, you may not have a lot of changes, but you may travel. But still, the combination will give its result. In the same job, you may not have a lot of changes and other things, but in the same job, you will have a lot of stress, mental stress. Always that will be there. And generally these 4 planets do not help the individual happiness and general welfare of the native. The astrologer has to find similar relationship with respect to other planets. The same way, I give the example here. Same thing, we can work it out. Now, few important pointers. Associate the karakattvas of a planet with the matter under consideration. If Sun is studied as a father, then affluence factor get associated with the jiva. Jupiter is universal jiva, sexless. So male energy is Mars, female energy is Venus. Here also, say again I am telling you, for male we are taking Jupiter as a jiva, even though we say sexless, but for male we are taking Jupiter. But if the Jupiter is associated with Mars in your chart, then he has got a more male energy. If the same Jupiter is associated with Venus in the male chart, he has got a more feminine energy. He will have a feminine touch. Feminine touch means he need not have act like a feminine. He will have a very softness, this and other things. And he will be good in fine arts and other things. The male energy means you will have more interested in doing exercises, doing very good in sports, manly sports and boxing, this kind of things. Jupiter-Venus or Sun-Saturn combination is basically not good for Jiva. Because again I told you already, like Saturn and Moon, here also This combination just opposite. Here you see Jupiter is Deva Guru, Venus is the Asura Guru. You know very well Devas and Asuras, poles apart. One is North Pole, one is South Pole. One is Sattvic, another is Rajo and Tamas. How they go together? They will not go together. The same way, Sun, very brightest planet in our solar system, and very hot planet in our solar system. We are all getting light and heat from that sun energy only. But Saturn is not like that. Saturn is very cold planet. Saturn is a very dark planet because it's far away from sun. It is not getting sun rays. In our mythological story, they have given a lot of things. Sun, SU is sun. Surya is the father of the Saturn, and they didn't get along. All those things. If we take a science also, you will understand. Rahu is a death and erratic. Because Rahu is Kala Purusha's mouth. So Rahu represents this much only. Mouth. Whatever he eats, there is no stomach. So there is no end for his eating. Rahu will go on eat. That is why Rahu is endless, fathomless. Ketu, obstruction and dejection. Again I am telling you, in astrology, lot of rules are there. Same way, exceptions are there. Ketu, again, if you do Ketu Karakatwas, example, astrology, some divine sciences, studying divine sciences, or spirituality, meditation, yogas, yogasanas, and dealing with Ayurvedic, Siddhavidyas, and law, and lawful activities, all these things Ketu will support you. If you do unlawful things, Rahu will support you. I do it, I am here. Rahu will take you to the heights, and from there he will push you. But Ketu, it won't allow you to go to any height. It will say, be careful. If you desire more than you deserve, I'll pull your leg. Don't be over ambitious. Now I am not Rahu, I am a Ketu. That if you take care of that aspect, Ketu will support you like anything. If Jupiter is linked to Sun, Mercury, Venus, native seeks affluence by self-efforts. Because Jiva. Jupiter is linked to Saturn, supported by the past. Because Saturn means past. See, Saturn means we are talking about karma. Karma means what we have done in our past life. So, I think this summary of the Nadi rules will be very useful to you. Please subscribe, share and comment. We will see in our next video. Thank you, my dear friends. This is again Krishnamurthy J from jkvedanshastro. My love to you and to all my subscribers, all my astro friends, my love to you, my dear friends. Thank you.